Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracy Erickson. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy Erickson. And in this video, I want to discuss how you can clear your home of negative energy. Because the spiritual hygiene of your home and the spaces you occupy the most are just as important as your own spiritual hygiene. We're going to talk about it, so stay tuned. Energetically speaking, your aura, which is your energy body that surrounds your physical body, interacts with all of the energies around it all of the time. And the health of your aura can affect your health, your mental health, emotional health, as well as your physical health over time. So it's very important to be sure to spiritually protect the energies that are in the spaces that you frequent the most, because your home specifically should be a very positive place for your aura to interact with. So part of making your home a place of refuge is to be sure that you keep it spiritually clear, meaning that you cleanse away any negative, stagnant, or unwanted energies that build up within spaces over time. First of all, to get rid of any stagnant and unwanted energies, it's important to take a little inventory of the state of your home. Do you have a lot of dark and unused spaces in your home? Do you have a lot of clutter or energy buildup in certain areas that you might need to clear away? So the first thing that you should do, obviously, to help to clear your home and space of any negative and unwanted energies is to clean that space physically. So go through and use the vacuum, dust all of the furniture, and be sure that your space is clean physically. As you clear out old clutter and sweep away old dust and energy, that is the first step of clearing your space of the negative spiritual energy that builds up in the home. So after you have actually physically cleaned the home, then you can move on to other means of energy cleansing so that your home can be a sanctuary for your whole body, mind, and spirit. There are so many different ways that you can spiritually cleanse the energy of your space. So in this particular video, I'm going to share with you my favorite ways that I actually use for clearing away negative energy from my own home and spiritually protecting my home from any other outside negativity from entering in. My absolute favorite method for clearing my home of negative and unwanted energies is to do smoke smudging. And I really like to do smudging with sage or Palo Santo wood. And usually I actually use both. First the sage, followed by the Palo Santo. Burning sage is an ancient spiritual practice that has strong roots in Native American traditions. This practice of smudging with sage is believed to offer numerous spiritual benefits, including cleansing negative energy. So smudging is widely used to cleanse spaces, objects, and even individuals of negative energy, past traumas, and any stagnant vibrations that have built up. The setting of intentions is the most important part of clearing your space of negative energy. So what I like to do is just take my sage stick in my hands. I like to just take some deep breaths, say a little prayer, and then I say something along the lines of, I ask that the highest vibrations of light and love connect to my highest self and release all previous programming and unwanted energies. And you basically set the intention strongly for the action that you're about to take. That is the whole point, is really using your human will and being able to bring in the divine into the situation by setting a strong intention. And then you clear the space with the smoke of the sage. Now, when you are done filling the room with the smoke, you have to then open windows and doors and allow the smoke to dissipate. Because the belief is that as the smoke is dissipating, so too are those negative and stagnant energies. Palo Santo is also known as holy wood, and it has a sweet, intoxicating scent. And this scent is known to increase relaxation and bring on feelings of positivity. And Palo Santo is used similarly to the sage. So you set strong intentions in the action you're about to take by lighting the wood. And once you light the wood, you just go around the room and let the smoke dance around in the room and let it bring in those positive, happy vibrations. So the reason I like to use sage and Palo Santo is because I like to use the sage to really cleanse and purify the space. And then I like to bring in the higher vibration using the holy wood, the Palo Santo. Another one of my favorite ways to clear out the old negative energy is to use sound. This is my Ganesh bell. You can see it has Ganesh on the top. And this bell is meant or intended to bring abundance, wisdom, and to clear negative energy from spaces. Another type of bell that I like to use is a Christmas bell. So I have these ceramic Christmas bells that I bring out in December when I'm decorating my home. And once my space is decorated, I go all around the house ringing my little Christmas bell to try to bring in the joyful holiday spirit into my home. Now, another type of bell that I like to use to specifically clear negative energy is a tingsha bell. Tingsha bells are basically little Tibetan hand cymbals. They're small metallic cymbals used in Buddhist rituals, meditation, and sound healing. Now, these bells are used because they produce a sharp ringing sound when they are struck together. And that sound is believed to help clear energy, focus attention, and create a sense of peace and stillness. Tibetan singing bowls also create that high-pitched ringing tone similar to the tingsha bells that is capable of cleansing and clearing the energy of the space. I also love using crystals to purify and cleanse the negative energy, but also to create this shield of protection, of spiritual protection for my home. There are 3 specific crystals that I want to talk about in this video that I use all over my house. And those 3 crystals are black tourmaline, selenite, and Himalayan salt. The black tourmaline crystal is believed to offer protection, grounding, and purification. The black tourmaline has these protective qualities, acting as a shield against any negative energy or even electromagnetic radiation. Black tourmaline basically creates a barrier around your home to prevent unwanted energies from coming in. I always have chunks of black tourmaline on hand at my house. And one way that I love to use black tourmaline for spiritual protection and to cleanse unwanted energy is I take these chunks of tourmaline and I smash them into smaller pieces with a hammer. So then I create crushed black tourmaline. And once I have the crushed black tourmaline, I go out into my yard and go all around my property and I sprinkle crushed black tourmaline around the entire property lines of my home. So it's like creating a spiritual barrier of all of the other stuff going on around my home. It just creates this energetic barrier, allowing only the positive, high vibrational energies in. So that's the way that I love to use black tourmaline personally. And another great way to use it is to get larger chunks of black tourmaline. And you can place those near your front door, for instance, just to transmute any negative energy that might try to come in with any company that you might have over. The second crystal that I love to use in my home to cleanse negative energy is the selenite crystal. This is one of my all-time absolute favorite crystals, and I've actually created a whole video all about selenite. So I'll be sure to link that video somewhere here for you guys. But selenite is known for its ability to clear negative energy and to purify any environment energetically. I absolutely love selenite. I think it is beautiful. I love the way it glows. It reflects that moon-like energy. I just absolutely love selenite. And it actually does make me feel good whenever I brush my aura with it, or whenever I sleep with selenite, however weird that sounds, but I do actually sleep with it from time to time if I'm not feeling well. But since this video is about cleansing the home of negative energy, that is another great way to use selenite. I use selenite in this room on a daily basis. I simply take 4 selenite towers and I discreetly place them in each of the 4 directions. And therefore it kind of creates this all-around shield of purifying energy. And it's actually a really good vibe in here. The third and final crystal that I want to talk about to use for cleansing your space of negative energy is Himalayan salt. I really love using Himalayan salt in my home decorating. Himalayan salt is believed to possess purifying properties that can actually help cleanse the environment and one's personal energy field as well. I really love decorating my home with Himalayan salt because they're usually in different beautiful colors, and you can buy pretty big chunks of Himalayan salt at a fair price. So salt is a great crystal to use to place around your home. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. So if you like this video, be sure to click that like button. And if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I'm inviting you now to click subscribe down below. And once you have subscribed, you could turn on the notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.